Howdy, howdy. Annie Sprinkles, Passionate Painted Lady. Welcome to my page. My name is Ann Epler. I am the Passionate Painted Lady. My name is Ann Epler. My friends call me Annie Sprinkles. I am the Passionate Painted Lady. If you see the red light, that means I'm live. If not, you can always hit me up on hashtag replay. I love to create. Hello, Sheila. I love to paint. I love to garden. But most of all, I love to inspire others. So please say hello if you're a Facebook family member of mine. And if you're a new viewer, please let me know where you're coming from. I didn't go live last night. Angel had a reaction from the groomer. Hello, Louise. Hello, Carolyn. Glad you're on tonight, too. I got it. I got to mail out your stuff. I'm doing it in... you and Tammy are next. I sent out 2. I'm trying to pull you up. But, of course, we're just going to roll. Hello, Vernell, Debbie, Shy, Sherry. Okay. We're going to try and get you up on the tablet. Sheila Gray. Shirley. Lavonda. Hello from Tennessee. Oh, you're from Lancaster. I'm coming up to Lancaster. I swear, I love that area. We haven't been up there in a while. Carolyn, glad you're on tonight, too. I got my weather. Margot is stormy right now. Hello, Tanya. We're doing good. We're doing good. The storm last night wasn't bad. There's one coming in. Hello, Helen. Barbara. Donna. Guess what, Tanya? You and Natalie sent me funnels, so I'm going to be using one of your funnels today to make a gnome. Hopefully. I'm hoping it works out. I'm hoping it works out. Everything I'm going to be using is from the Dollar Tree. Hello, Julie. Hello, Joy. Hello, Barbara. And I came up with a crazy idea. Hello, Emily. So, Natalie and Tanya sent me funnels. These are funnels from the Dollar Tree. And Sue, I don't know if she's on. Hello, Mary, if she's on there. What I came up with, you know I love lighted stuff. Donna, I got your letter tag. Thank you for that. So, what I did was put holes in this. See how you see them? And the easiest way to do this without burning yourself and slipping off is take a little... I'm putting 2 holes up the top here. These are start holes. Right here. And I want to make sure that they're across because I'm going to hang this up when I'm done. I'm using a Dollar Tree funnel. Hello, Robin King. And I'm going to use one of these. My friend Sue, now I'm putting 2 holes. These, I'm starting them with scissors. And the reason I'm starting them with scissors, because this is how I found out it's a lot easier. I was trying to do it with just the glue gun, and I kept slipping off. So what I found is if I did starter holes, it's a lot simpler. And all I'm doing is use this glue gun I got from the Dollar Tree, and this is like my beat up old one. And all I'm doing is creating holes. That's all, because this is where I'm going to put my wire in. I'm going to put wire. So see, it created a hole. Let me see. See, you see where that is? And this is where the start hole is. So we're going to take the glue gun and we're just going to go into the starter hole. This is a lot simpler. I kept slipping off and almost burning myself the other way. It's a little difficult with this lighting in here. One of these days, I will get an overhead light. I have 2 of them down the cellar, but we haven't gotten to it. Again, use scissors and make a start hole. So see, I don't know if you can see it. See, it goes right through. So this way, when you go to hang it up, you can use wire, fishing, string, anything. So I made quite a few holes. So all I'm doing, these are just the pink scissors from the Dollar Tree. I'm keeping the scissors together, and I'm just making sure that I have a start hole. Or a guide hole, whatever you want to call it. Then I'm taking a glue gun, an old beat up glue gun, and I'm going in here. You know I like doing things that light up. So that's what we're going to do, hopefully. Because I figured if the tea light doesn't work in here, then what I'm going to do is get a string of them lights, and I'll be able to thread it through, and it'll light up one way or another. I didn't bring the lights up. See, I'm just doing a swap. Whoop, that I went to, don't do that. I pushed it too hard. I actually cracked it, but that's alright. It'll still work. Just do a start hole. Don't push on it like I did. Otherwise, you're going to crack it. This is just a Dollar Tree. One of them filters. And I'm just taking the top of an old glue gun. No glues in it. Just the sticks. I pulled the sticks out. And I'm just making a hole. It's burning right through it. And then I take this and kind of clear and make sure the hole's out. Okay, so I did a bunch. We'll do one more. Don't push on it like I did. Just take your scissors like this and do a guide hole. And just twist. It goes right through it. And depending on what you want to put in this. Like I tried doing it the other way. Just doing it with the glue gun, and guess what? You're going to slip off. So to avoid a burn, this is how I would suggest doing it. See, sometimes I work behind the scenes. You don't realize that. Like I get a lot of comments, how come I don't do this right fast? But sometimes I need supplies. So you're going to end up with a tube looking like this. See? It's got holes in it. So everything I got, these are big, them big stones. These are clear ones. I got these at the Dollar Tree. You can find them easily. You can find the funnels easily. I didn't find them. But after I stopped looking for them, and I'm going to use this thing. I don't know what this is called. It's terrarium planter. That's what it's called. And I'm going to use the mop head. And the only thing I didn't get from the Dollar Tree is a wooden bead. But Robin suggested using, what do you call them? The tennis balls, but make sure that your glue is on, your glue gun is on low heat. So what I'm going to do, I want this painted. You can use, I'm going to pull this. Hello, Michelle. Hello. I have such talents. I don't know about talents now. I just like doing different things. I see things in it. Robin will tell you. We'll get on the phone. And I come up with these crazy ideas. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make a gnome out of this. We'll see how it goes. So what I'm using is Mod Podge. I always use Mod Podge. Because I'm going to paint this. I'm assuming if you wanted to, you could probably use material. So I'm going to just put a thin coat of this Mod Podge. Because I'm going to paint this yellow. Hopefully. But all this is a Dollar Tree funnel. That's all it is. It's nothing fancy. But my friend Sue, she had contacted me. She got a bunch of these little planters. And she said, what can I do with these? And I've done these before. Something similar, not with the funnels. But since I had the funnel on hand, I had made witches and pumpkins last year for Halloween. And they came out really cute. And if it doesn't have enough power to illuminate the top, then I would suggest getting one of them battery operated lights, which I might have down the cellar. I will look. And threading it through the hat. Does that make sense? Threading it up through the hat. So we're going to see. So I'm going to paint this, and I always use Mod Podge because it helps the paint adhere to a smooth surface. Hello, Tommy. I have great talents. See, I can't see that. Somebody, let me see something. The funnel. Thanks for sharing, everybody. You found the funnel. No, somebody actually sent them in to me. To be perfectly honest, they sent me 5. And I only needed 2 because I'm still working on that other project. Like, sometimes it takes perfection to get it. Like, I don't want to teach is wrong. But, and I didn't plug in this, of course. But, I try to teach it like easy steps. Do you understand? Hello, is that Nola? Is that Nola? Okay. So I'm just going to dry this, and I'm going to try painting this. Watching from Northern Canada. Welcome. I like that name, though. That's a very pretty name. Hello, Lois. Mary. Hope things are going well. Robin, I need you to put Natalia on your prayer list. Say prayers for Natalia. Welcome. You had to restart. Hello, Tammy. I got to get your address. You got to PM me your address. Carolyn, I got your stuff, too. I got to send it out. So all I'm doing is drying this. Barry, did you answer me? What do you need, Donna? So you'll see the holes in here. And see how it dulls like this shininess? That's why I use the Mod Podge. If it cracks, I don't care either. You see the holes? But make sure you use this. This is the trick. I was using just an old glue gun. And what had happened was I kept slipping off. So then I said, let me start a pilot hole or whatever. I am going to paint this because I want to do like a, it's getting, well, I like sunflowers. And my daughter brought me a bunch of sunflowers. So I'm going to paint it yellow. I forgot to bring a plate and mortar, but life goes on. So I'm painting this, and I'm using plaid paint. It's called Daybreak. It's folk art right now. But that's a, yeah, please send her to your group. She's a very, very nice lady.
What did you want?
I need water and a paper plate. So all I'm doing is painting this now. And I'll show you the holes. You'll be able to see the holes. I don't want to fill the holes with paint, which I'm doing up here. I'm just painting it. Now you could probably use material. You could probably decoupage this if you wanted to do that. I should have thought of too.
Paper plate?
And some water.
I don't know where your container is at.
I'll just grab one. So I'm going to show you the holes up. These are what I'm going to hang. See the holes up the top there? I'm going to try and thread. I'm probably going to take 2 coats. That's all I'm doing is painting. You'll be able to see the holes a lot sooner.
Where you want the water at?
Just give me it. Oh, thank you very much. You're very sweet.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Okay, I need a little more paint. I like my paper plates. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Denise. Tammy saying hi. So, you know the stones? I have the marbles from the Dollar Tree and I had the flat stone. So you could use probably either. This is going to take 2 coats, obviously, because it's splotchy. But see how it's coming out? Sometimes I have some good ideas, sometimes I don't. Now, I'm going to say this one time, and I'm not going to give this another thought. But some people are just being negative in the comments, so... And I see it in the groups, and I see other people harassing other crafters, other people that do lives, they do live sales. So, my old business coach, one of them, used to tell me you got to answer all the comments. So, with the negative Nellies, I am now going to create a hashtag that says, hold on, no bully zone. And then I'm going to block them. So if you see somebody not being nice in the groups, and I see them, just hit hashtag no bully zone. So I did that today to one lady, and she wasn't too thrilled with me, so I ended up banning her. But I do the best I can, and I'm not going to let people get me down anymore. So anyway, we're not going to really go there. So all I'm doing, see the holes? See the holes? Hello, Tricia. Hello, Kathy. So all I'm doing is, I'm doing it now. It kind of looks sloppy right now because it definitely needs another coat. I am painting black. This was a black funnel from the Dollar Tree. So I wanted a little bit more solid. I don't know if this is going to turn out the way I want it. I got 2 tea lights. I figured if the tea lights aren't strong enough to illuminate the top, I can get one of them battery operated lights. Teresa knows what I'm talking about. So I wasn't trying to do this. See the holes now? Like I said, the easiest way. I will never. I know I'm not even giving any second thought. It's just that I figured if I create a hashtag, perhaps we can spread it to the groups. Hashtag no bully zone. Like I have seen other crafters say that other crafters are copying. I see this, I see that, and I don't like the did you put something to make the paint? Yes, I did. I put Mod Podge on it. I did Mod Podge. Mod Podge is very good for that. Do you know what I mean? Mod Podge, you put on it, let it dry, and then just put your paint on. Mod Podge helps adhere the paint. So see, this was one of them black filters, and yes, it's white. But to get back to these holes, please use a pair of scissors, because I kept slipping off and almost burnt myself a couple times. So what I did was just start it. Don't lay it down, hold it up, because you'll crack it. That's another. But see, it's starting to, I want it to cool off a bit, because once you heat up this and it gets hot, what happens is your paint will dry immediately. So I'm going to put a second coat on, which will be a more solid coat. See how it's coming out solid now, see? So you just need a little patience. Patience. Sometimes, I know, it's hard to have that. I'm the same way. Trust me, I'm the same way. And you can do 3 coats. You can do 4 coats. I'm trying to see. Hello, Jackie. How are you tonight? Yeah, it's storming here. It was actually pretty. The sky was pink. I got these ducks that come. Well, now, they brought a family of sparrows. So every time I go on the porch, if it ain't the ducks, the sparrows now come and sit on my porch until they get something to eat. So I've been feeding them bread and corn. But see how nice the second coat is? The second coat goes on nice. So this is the first time I'm doing this. So we're learning this process together, and hopefully it works out to where I want it to be. I'm thinking it will be really cute when it's done. I don't know. I'm going to put sunflowers on it. But I want this hat to dry a little bit. So I'm trying to give it a second coat so that it's a little bit more solid. Because you know that gnomes are whimsical and they're mystical little, and they're not devious, but they're cute little creatures. My friend Robin makes the most wonderfulest gnomes. Teresa does. Tammy does. I think Tammy makes gnomes. Her group is Find the Gnome a Home. And then she has a paid group. And some of them ladies have some really cool ideas. I've never seen this one. Then again, I like being different, so now I just got a cup. I got a cup. This is just a funnel with holes. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's nothing spectacular. So I want this to dry. Now I did purchase a mop head, and I did purchase some tea lights, and I did purchase that terrarium. So hopefully we can bring this together. And I also have some of them stones from the Dollar Tree. My daughter purchased a whole bag of sunflowers. And whereas, it's like in the middle of summer, sunflowers are a little bit more coming out now. And this will bring them in the fall. And I like weird stuff in my garden. I don't know about you, but I do like weird stuff in my garden. And that's why I gave them 2 pilot holes up here. Because this way, see the holes? I can't put wire through it or fishing string. And again, I am not the cleanest crafter. So I'm going to let that dry a little bit, but in the meantime, and let me get this so I don't get it on my, I'm trying to see the comments. I apologize. I've been looking for you and just got the notification. Yeah, I'm on. Somebody asked where I'm from. I am in the Philadelphia area. I'm in a small town called Essington, right south of the Philadelphia International Airport in the United States of America. That's where I'm located. And thank you for all new joiners. I'm trying to get this paint off. Now the mop heads, I don't know if you know how to get the top of the mop. I got just this one. I got the other one too. So I'm going to flip it upside down. This is what I found to be the easiest way to, and you're going to see 2 clips on the side. So hopefully I have dikes. And I'm just going to hit these clips. And I'm going to hopefully cut them. This is the easiest way that I found. There might be other ways, but this is how I do it. Because these can be buggers. These can be buggers. And my comments are not scrolling, so I apologize. I'm going to try and catch up. Hopefully I got it through that time. So, there's 2 clips on both sides. Barry said, what do you need dikes for? I said, for this darn mop head. They can be buggers. And they can be. They are not the easiest thing, but I figured a lot of times some of my projects you can't I have one-of-a-kind projects. So, I wanted to use something that everybody could use. Does that make sense? Like sometimes I do upcycle projects and everybody, you know. So all I'm doing is taking these two clips and I'm cutting them off. I don't know how everybody else does them, but these can be buggers. And see, it takes the hat. See? To me, so now you got a whole bunch of whatever. And I'm going to cut this in half because obviously that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to leave the hole. I want the hole in the back. So I'm going to cut this in half. Hopefully. I probably didn't bring my good kitchen scissors, but we'll make it work. Let me pull this out of the way. And I want this to dry a tad. So I'm just going to cut this to the best of my ability. There's an easier way. Please do it. I am not a professional gnome maker. And I just go with the flow. That's how I roll. Sometimes it comes out good, and sometimes it doesn't. So, yes, I should have had a better pair of scissors. You are absolutely right. My good scissors, I didn't even think about, to tell you the truth. But these will work. These will work. I'm just trying to cut this in half. And then I'm going to glue it down to the terrarium. And then I'm going to put the hat on. Then I'm going to put what I hope. I got two different sizes here. So I'm just cutting this. So this will actually make two gnomes. So we use 50 cents. 50 cents. You might not even, I might not even need all of this. So this is how I'm doing it. If there's an easier way, God bless you. You just do it. You know what I'm saying? But to me, that's the easiest way. How I do, when I do these mops, that's how I remove the, them things, the heads or whatever they're called. So now I got two piles, and I can actually make another gnome. Well, he didn't get cut. I don't think one piece is going to kill us. So, you want it, I want it. Now, this is going to be the hat. So, this is where the hat's going to stay. And this does have a thing, like an edge. So, I'm going to kind of put that to the back. Hopefully, you can envision this. And I'm just going to score the top of this because guess what? No, if anybody, nobody's going to see it. So I'm just taking my Dollar Tree scissors and I'm going to score it. So I know where the yarn's got to lay. For me. And this might take forever.
Say hello to Sheila. She's from the United Kingdom. It's 2:30 in the morning.
Hello, Sheila. Barry came in to tell me that Sheila is here. 2:30 in the morning. So I'm putting a wad of glue here. And then I'm going to take some of these. He gets so excited when he sees new people. He does. God bless. And I'm just going to press him in. That's all I'm doing. I'm not doing anything spectacular. This is not hard. You can use your little tool. And that's found in the makeup counter. And no, it's probably not going to be even. But it's going to be my gnome, so I'm okay with that. And I'm just going to do little by little. And you can always trim it if it's not even, or if it's not to your liking, or... Do you know what I'm saying? You can push them together. You do whatever you want. And see, I'm just going to go around. So you can see the gnome head starting to... His little head starting. So like I said, you do what makes you happy. I just made a line and scored it, so that's what's easiest for me. It doesn't mean that you have to do it. Do you know, if there's an easier way, well, God bless you, just do that too. And I didn't want to paint him because I want him to light up. Does that make sense? But you can paint him. Mine I didn't want to paint. And I'm just going to continue this process because I want that to dry too. Is this tedious? Probably, but it's not that difficult. And what's good about this, you can put this out in the garden. It's a mop head. It'll dry. So it's used to being in water, so that's why I decided to use this. If you don't have a mop head, I imagine that yarn would be the same thing. I'm not doing it in big, big lines. I'm doing it slow because glue dries quickly. Hot glue dries quickly. And just don't get burned. I imagine if you wanted to use a mop, I have never done this, but if you can do, probably tea stain it. That's something I'm going to have to try is tea stain it and actually dyeing the mop with like maybe a gray. Because it's a heck of a lot cheaper than some of these yarns this day. Yarn's getting very costly. So, I've never thought about it. I just thought about it. As you can see how this crazy gnome is starting to shape up. I love gnomes. Robin got me into gnomes. Oh my God. I could talk to hours about gnomes. And I don't usually make them. I guess it's because I don't think that I can. And I got a lot of supplies over there, but I can. It's just I see different gnomes and I like making gnomes my way. I don't know how to say that. Like, I like being the zebra in the gnome world. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So it doesn't take long. I hope Sue will probably catch me on the replay, but she's the one that really inspired me. So, now we got this. And see, I left a hole in the back. I left a hole in the back and I just put my finger right in the glue. Luckily, it wasn't hot. So be cautious. Don't talk and work at the same time. Don't do what I do. And I'm just gluing this. And I didn't even use half the mop head. Like I said, hopefully this will work. So see, now he's just hanging. He's just a hanging little gnome there. So we're going to let him dry. We're going to let him dry. Why I came up with this crazy idea, I don't know. I don't know. How far are you from Austin? I don't know. Chile in the UK, God bless. I wonder if you could substitute the map for... Yeah, you could substitute that. You could substitute yarn. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. But I'm wondering if we could dye the... because this is a cotton material, you could probably dye this and with paint and water. Like, say you want a gray one. You could probably dye it. I would imagine. I'm going to try it now I thought of it. I am going to try it. I only have a couple hours to the border. Oh, you're in Canada. Yeah, Canada. How is everyone? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm trying to read the comments. Did you drill the holes? No, I did not drill the holes. I'll tell you what I did, Jackie. I took my scissors and I started a pilot hole or a beginning hole. Make sure you do that. I took an old glue gun that I got from the Dollar Tree. And once the pilot hole was done, I went and I just twisted and melted it. You want one that's got like a head like this. This one I got at the Dollar Tree for $1. So if I ruin this glue gun head, it doesn't. I have like different glue guns that this way if I mess it up, my good one I don't do that to. Only in a case of emergencies I do. But just get an inexpensive one. I think they even sell them at Joann's and Michael's. And I use them for like stupid projects like this. I don't know how to explain it. So this paint still needs to be dried a little bit. So we're going to dry it. So that's all I did. But use your scissors. Whatever you do, use your scissors, okay? Please use your scissors. I did it with just a glue gun and kept slipping off. So to avoid a burn, start it with a pair of scissors or if you got an ice pick. Don't press too hard. Don't lay it down. Do it like in this position. That's what I would do. I'm trying to get this paint to... I put a coat of Mod Podge on the funnel, okay? And I put 2 coats of paint. And that's what I did. Hopefully that helps you. So I got 2 different sizes of these, I guess they're called stones. I got the clear, but any color will do. Was going to use marbles, but because marbles are turned, I got these big ones. I thought, you know, with the gnomes, you know how they're like mischievous little creatures. I said I'm going to give them big dots, small dots. And I put 2 pilot, hold on, let me show you. 2 pilot holes. So this way you can either put fishing string, or you can put wire, or you can put, what's this stuff called? This stuff here. And you can hang it. So I'm going to use a couple big ones, and I'm going to use a couple small ones. This is my good glue gun. No, it's not. I just, but you can do whatever you want. But that's how I did it. That's how I did it. So I'm going to use the bigger ones, probably down the bottom. And I'm just gluing these on. That's all I'm doing. I'm using Gorilla Glue because I am going to put this outside. I am going to put this out in the weather. And I probably will seal this with Mod Podge later on. So I'm just showing you. See, I got a big one and a small one. But you can do whatever you want. Like I thought the big ones would be fun and whimsical. I like whimsical things, so that's why I'm doing that. And hopefully this will light up. If it doesn't light up, I'm going to buy battery operated lights, and I'm going to string it through the top, and it should work just fine. But I thought this would be a really cute idea. And I like gnomes. And I haven't done one in a long, long time. I don't do them that often. But I do like them. So I'm just kind of making it whimsical. And these are the stones from the Dollar Tree. These aren't nothing fancy. And you can do them in any color. And then I got the aquarium. And I got a mop head, and I just put it on. I did these in pumpkins, and let me tell you something, with the witch's hat last year, and they came out so darn cute. I don't know if anybody remembered. I did 2 of them. One was a pumpkin, but this, when Sue asked me, she said, what could I do with this? And then I said, oh, we could make a gnome with that. So Sue, if you're on here, I hope. So see, it's kind of like, it's like a gnome hat. Do you know what I'm saying? Now you're seeing it's like a gnome hat. I think it's a gnome hat. It's like polka dots. It's cute. It's got big ones. It's got small ones. And you could do these in different colors. You could do these in different colors. Now, I'm not the best gnome maker. I'm not going to say I am. But you can see. See how cute that hat looks now? Looks like he's got a bunch of bubbles on. But gnomes to me are very whimsical. Do you understand? To me, I see Robin make them, and each one of them has like a little personality. Make sure. Tommy says something. Make sure. Oh yeah, use Gorilla Glue. Aaron's doing good. Thanks for asking. And I'm trying to see. Hello, Cindy. Laura, you're from the UK too? Thank you for joining us. Hello, Kendra. You can dye it or coffee stain it. That's what I'm thinking. I haven't tried it, but I am definitely going to try that. I'm going to try it with paint too. Like, my daughter Erin knows I love sunflowers, so she brought me a whole bag. These are not from the Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to cut some these stems off, and I'm going to add it to this just to give it that more of a whimsical look, because I love sunflowers. I do. I didn't cut this one flat, but that's alright, it's going down. If not, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. So I'm just going to add a few of these, just to give it that little pop of color. And I got to cut them where they're flat. Can even take this green thing off. But I just love sunflowers. They make me smile. They're my flowers. They're Mommy and my dad. That's why I like them. Robin made me a gorgeous sunflower now. I'm just holding it down. So you could see that it's starting. Hello, Ann Davis from Arkansas. Welcome. So I'm just doing my thing. I'm trying to make a gnome that lights up. And I will turn the lights out. And like I said, if it doesn't illuminate the top, you can always get one of them battery operated and string it through, because it does have a hole, which I thought that would really look cute. So this guy here is being difficult. I'm going to glue him down a little bit. I have wire for to hang them, but you can use fishing string, you can use twine. I made two, so you could see, look, doesn't that look cute now? The hat itself is adorable. I'm patting myself on the back. But I figured you can get the funnels. The funnels are very easily had. They're in the automotives. I couldn't find them. And Natalie and Tanya were kind enough to send them to me. And then I had too many funnels because I am working on another project. And I said, then this is how my mind works. Well, what else can I make with these funnels? And I came up with a gnome. Do you know what I mean? So I had done something similar. Last year, but I never did a gnome. I just did like a pumpkin head, and I said, you know what? I'm going to go out and get a mop. So I only use like 1/4 of this mop. So you could probably get 4 of these. And I would imagine that the mops would die, you know, if you want to make a gray one. This is the cotton mop. I did grab the other mop, but that one's more like a nylon. Do you know what I'm saying? So to me, I don't think that would be dyeable. But I got extra here, so I'm going to dye it. And if I do, I'm going to try and dye them gray. I'm taking this thing off. It just lays easier. So yeah, what I did was I put Mod Podge on this. So now I'm just adding just little whimsical things. Again, when you do this, make a pilot hole. I tried it with just the glue gun, and I found, so see, this is just a cute little, this is, believe it or not, this is a funnel from the Dollar Tree, okay? You can create so many different things, and this is, see, this is a mop head. This is a mop head. And if you wanted to, you could make them long. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this on this, okay? Now, and that's done, we're not even done yet. So, you can make it Wednesday. And see, I'm hoping all these little lights light up. If not, you can get a battery pack. I've gotten them tea lights. And I said, even in the daytime, how stinking cute would this be, not even lit? So, it was a crazy idea I came up with. So, what I'm going to do now, and it has a lip on the back, so I'm just going to place that in the back, and this is going to be my front, see? So, the easiest way for me is to take the rim of this, and I'm just going to glue it down. That's what I'm going to do. And how I figured out where to put my mop is I scored it just a little bit to give me a guideline. Because you don't want it too low, you don't want it too high. So now I'm just going to place this on and put this down. And if you don't have a wooden a wooden ball. You can use, Robin said to use a golf ball or a tennis ball from the Dollar Tree, and you can paint it. You could do whatever you want with it. Yeah, pom-poms. You can use a pom-pom. That's excellent. You could do whatever you want. Just be creative. But this, Tanya, thank you so much, because this is just me. I didn't think this was going to come together. You want to know the honest God truth? Some of my ideas, I'm not, do you know what I mean? Some of my ideas are like out there, but I don't even have the nose on it. And look how stinking cute. I mean, this is a Dollar Tree funnel, and we're not even done yet. So now, what I got to do, now see, I made these 2 holes up here. So I have this pliable wire, and hopefully I have fishing string. So to me, the wire would be a lot simpler, and since he's sitting in this position before I add his nose, I'm just going to thread the wire through, okay? So, I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to twist it. Because to me, a wire is a lot easier to fish through, for me. So, now I have his hanger. So I can hang him any place I want. I can just, but see, now he'll hang for me. So that's why I made the guidelines. So now the only thing that left is the nose. So I'm taking the largest wooden bead that I have. Alright. It's probably not going to be as big as I want it. But just to give you a general idea. So now I can place his nose. Like I said, I'm putting my hand through here. So I can hold him that way. So I'm assuming we're going to do him like this. Okay, so I'm just going to hold him with one hand, and I'm going to put the glue down. Put the glue right there. And this way I can see and kind of gauge where I should have his little nose right there. And I'm just going to hold it. I'm going to hold it. So I'm going to do. This should probably be bigger, to be perfectly honest. I love whimsical gnomes, and I love sunflowers. And Tanya and Natalia both of them sent me funnels with this idea. So now his little nose is on. So all you gotta do is come around here and put a dot of glue. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you don't see. I got 2 glue guns here. So this is what I'm going to do. You might be able to do it perfect. I don't know. So I'm just going to hold that for a second. But, do you see? You can straighten them out. You can straighten them out. I don't know. I wish I had a smaller sunflower. Let's see. So I can kind of see what I'm doing. If I had a smaller one, I would put it on his nose. Just because he's so darn cute. And then all I'm going to do, I'm going to try... I'm going to run around and shut out the lights is what I'm going to do. I'm going to see how this... Because it's all about proportion. His nose should have been a little bigger. I'm not going to lie. But it's what I got. And it's what I'm going to deal with. I'm not going to get upset. I don't hear the neighbors saying to me, oh my God, his nose is too small. Well, if they say that, they can get off my property in a heartbeat. And it's a shame I don't have a bumblebee, because I would put a bumblebee right on top of this too. Just saying. There's so many, and you don't have to do a sunflower gnome. You don't. You could do whatever. Now, tell me the honest God truth. We got to kind of straighten him out. But what do you think of this cute little adorable gnome? Seriously, that would be cute for, a bumblebee. But I'm serious. I mean, I'm not a gnome maker. Robin inspires me. But for a funnel and one of these little things. So now unfortunately I didn't get the big, hopefully these work. These are just them tea lights, okay? Them crazy tea lights. I'm going to put them out in my garden. I'm going to make a ladybug one. I'll be making... The poor people next door, they're going to say, oh my God, if she puts anything more in that tree, it's going to fall down. Seriously. So these are just them. I couldn't find the regular. These are the star ones. So let's see if they work. I don't know. I don't even know how to turn these goofy things on. I'm hoping. Oh, they do work. They do work. Look, they do work. Okay, let's see. Now, I don't know if it's going to be enough to illuminate the top. But you can always get that, like I said, them string of lights and pull it through. I'm going to shut this off because my last one did really good. Let's shut it off. Because I can... Now, you can see it. Let's see. I probably need a stronger light. But I got two lights here. Hopefully, you can see him lit up a little bit. But you can see what I mean? He'll be hanging at nighttime. Isn't that cute? Seriously. I need a better light. But, I'm just showing you. That would be cute with a bumblebee. A butterfly, yep. Butterflies would be beautiful. Ladybugs. Aw, you're going to do it with your granddaughter? Oh, that's so nice. Absolutely love. I think the grandkids would love it. So, once I get this situated, I will definitely hang it on. But look at them. I mean, come on. Who would have thought? A funnel and one of these crazy, what do they call it, terrariums? And I wish it was darker. But you can hang these from the trees and they would be adorable at nighttime. See, that's all it is. So, Sue, I hope that... And it's a mop head. It's a mop head. You want to try turn the light? Just watch. You don't trip. Everybody thinks my craft room. Barry's going to try and turn the light off and we'll see what we see. Hold on.
1 second.
1 second. Yeah, there you go. Look. See it? Isn't that cute? Seriously. See, I couldn't show you. Alright, you can turn the light on. Yeah. But see how cute that is? So, hopefully I inspired you tonight. Go to the, if you have a funnel, and one of these, and these are 2 for $1, these little lights here. So, hopefully I inspired you tonight. You can do ladybugs. You could do a watermelon. Could you see a watermelon? No, that would be cute. Do you know what I'm saying? And you could do so many different things. Sometimes I come up with pretty good ideas. And Natalie and Tanya, thank you. Because between the two of you, you sent me 5. So now I can do another new. I'm going to do a ladybug one. If I can find the ladybugs, I'll get back on here and show you. But this is stinking cute. Now, if you want the hat, get the battery lights. And you can string it up. Because there's a hole up here. That you could string it up through the gnome. And you can make it work. But isn't this adorable? And look, I can probably make 3 more gnomes out of that mop head. And I'm going to try dyeing this smart. Because this is cotton and it should. That's how much cotton. So, I'm assuming this might have cost $1. $1.50 with the... No, $1.25. Yeah, a witch for Halloween. You could do a witch. You could do anything you want. I did a witch last year with the witch hat. I did that, and I did a pumpkin. But I just thought this would be a cute idea and show you how, and this is fun. This is not hard to make. Just remember, when you're using the glue, the glue gun, start a pilot hole. And the way I did that was just with these scissors. Just twist lightly, just enough to get the tip in there so it doesn't slip off and burn you. It almost burnt me like 3 or 4 times. So, that is... you know, a plus. So, hopefully, I'm going to go put this out my front porch, and maybe later on I'll do a little video. Okay? Will you repost the witch and the pumpkin? I'll try and find... See, the problem is, Facebook changed the way I can repurpose videos. I've been trying to repurpose my old... What I'm going to do, and I would thank you for reminding me, is I'm going to upload it, then download it. How about if we do that? So, try this, because this is just too stinking cute. Do you know what I mean? I've never seen it done, and he's just too cute. He makes me happy. So you have a blessed night. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate each and every one of these, and thank you for all the beautiful and wonderful comments, because the negative Nellities are out of here. Have a blessed evening, and if you have any questions, please I'm going to take a picture of this out in my garden now. Have a blessed night. Thank you for joining me.